Hello there, that's right, Nick Dutch back on the camera yet again. It's late, I'm tired, so I'm going to come out with some speculative drivel about the imagery that we have, like in folklore, about witches. If you think about it, the witches are often depicted in folklore or in stories as being firstly old, and secondly slightly mad, and thirdly ugly or potentially evil. Now, I did a video a little while ago suggesting there was a certain time when there was a crossover between the agrarian-based society and the urban-based society, and that the people in the urban-based society would probably see themselves as being superior to those to the rustic people, presumably, of course, due to lack of good transport and good communications between the rural areas and the urban areas. They might even be considered within the minds of the people living in those regions to be almost like different countries. So there would always be that in-group, out-group mentality. And also at this time, when the urban world would be developing and growing, the old tribal communities would probably be sort of like dying out. And there would just be the original matriarchal characters who are still living in the rustic areas, still wearing the same fashions of the olden days, with tall hats, for instance, maybe, and of course being old. So we got there the image of women because of matriarchal societies in urban regions, old because all of the younger people have moved on and settled out in the urban areas, and yes, they're doing their natural healing spells and the rest of it, and they probably are slightly mad because they've just gone and lost their society and all their friends and everything else. And also they might have, let's say, made a few misdiagnoses, so they might have prescribed the wrong herbs to people because they're getting old, they're getting senile, they've given people the wrong herbs which might have had detrimental effects upon them or possibly even killed them. And maybe from that we get the idea of witches being evil, maybe. So the whole persona that fiction has given the witch always seems to be locked into this one particular period in time of the move from the urban matriarchal societies to, the rural matriarchal societies to the urban settled societies. And also, and this is just a hypothesis of mine sort of thing, that in the poor rural areas, matrifocal societies are probably more common, but in the urban areas, the man would become the head of the household because the man would do the work with the factories or construction or whatever, and so the man would have much more of a more dominant role, maybe. So that's just a theory as to why we've got the imagery of witches being old and slightly mad and dangerous. The other thing is, of course, being laughed at. If there is an in-group, out-group mentality, the newer, younger urban people are more likely to laugh at the old women in the countryside, and from that the folklore of the ugly features, distorted nose and warts and all the rest of it will probably come into play as a bit of negative propaganda, so to speak, against the rustic old women. And just a few ideas pulled out of my head for today. Speak to you in a bit. Bye for now.